Welcome to West Coast Grandma. Well, I bought myself something that I typically don't like, and that is a kit to make kombucha. So it just came in the mail today. So let's open her up, and I want to see what is in here and how thorough this kit is. Okay, let's see what we have. Yes. It's a place called Craft Brew, and it's in the United States, and they were quite happy to mail me this kit to make kombucha. So I'm going to see exactly what is in here. There's the starter kit. Product of Humble Bumble Kombucha. Oh, this sounds interesting. There we go. Oh, there, let's see. There's a guide to brewing the kombucha. And, oh, a nice big jar. SCOBY. There's the bacteria starter, the culture. Let's see what else is in this box. I've never made it before because I haven't been such a great fan. Oh, look at this. Cool little bottles. So I'm going to read up on how to get this started, and we are going to experiment and see how we can make homemade kombucha. Well, I don't mind saying I really kind of like this nice jar it came with and cute box. So it seems really basic. It just said to boil 4 cups of water. I've got that on the stove. Let it cool for 2 minutes, and then you add the tea. So let me double check that everything is in here. Look at that. Cane sugar. There's the tea, whole leaf black tea, and a cute little cover to put over the top. Oh, I think that's to put the tea in. So I'm going to just bring that to a boil and let it sit for 2 minutes, and then we're going to mix this up. Okay, I put the black tea in the little bag that was supplied, and I waited for 2 minutes, my boiling water, and I'm going to put that into the water and let it sit for 15 minutes, as it says. So we'll come back again in 15 minutes. Okay, my black tea has been brewing for 15 minutes, and it says, there it is there, nicely brewed, and it says to really squeeze out any excess tea. So I'm just going to do that, and then that goes in the garbage. And we are going to stir in the little bag of sugar, 7 ounces of cane sugar that was sent, and it goes right into the pot here. I'll move this out of the way here. Right into my pot that had the 4 cups of boiling water. So there we are. Add that, stir it to dissolve, and then we have to let this just cool to room temperature. So far, basic ingredients. So it looks like this is a fairly simple process. And then after it's fermented and you go to put it in the bottles, that's when you add your flavoring, which can be herbs or juice or whatever. And I have ice cubes made from blueberry and blackberry juice that was from our old house, and I use that for my keeper water. So I'm probably going to try using that in this kombucha. So it would be like a blueberry or a blackberry tea. So I'm going to come back in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to let this cool off, and then we'll just finish up this process and get this kombucha fermenting. All right, I will be back. Okay, my tea and sugar mixture is now at room temperature. So I'm going to pour it into my new jar. Look at that. It's got a bee on the front. It's really kind of cute. Anyways, I'm going to pour it in here. I washed it with soapy water there first. Okay. There we are. And then it says to add the SCOBY. So let's do that. Wow, that's very interesting. You can see it's just like when you do apple cider vinegar and it's got the mother in it. It's just kind of the same idea. So let's open this. There. Good. We're going to pour that in. There it is into the jar. And then it says just add cool water until we get to the 1 gallon line. Pretty simple, hey? There it is, 1 gallon. So let's we need to get a bit more. I just used the water from my fridge. It runs through a filter. Okay, there's the 1 gallon line. So we're going to fill it up to there. Perfect. Okay. That is about it. And it says, add the SCOBY and starter tea to the jar, add cool water until it reaches 1 gallon, place the elastic cloth cover on the jar, and it's going to brew all by itself. I'll come back with the next step. So far, this has been pretty easy. And the really nice thing about this is you keep 2 cups of this when you're bottling it after, and that is your starter for the next one. So now I've got the starter. I don't even need to buy the kit anymore. I have everything. So one-time thing, you buy the kit, and you can make kombucha every day. Every couple of weeks, you can start a new batch. So we're going to see how this tastes, though. All right, so we will come back when I feel like this kombucha is ready for the next step. I just wanted to say I am going to store this in my pantry because the air is pretty good, the circulation in there, and it's dark. But I just want to show you, if you can see the top of that cute little cover. Look at that with the bee on it. That's really cute. So far, I'm liking this. So I'll be back. It's actually 7 to 14 days. I'll be back. Welcome back to West Coast Grandma. Well, my kombucha is ready to bottle. So here it is. It's been 14 days. Well, actually 15 days. It said 10 to 14, but I mean, life gets in the way and I couldn't get to it yesterday. So what it says to do is get the SCOBY out and put it in a dish. So I washed my hands well because it said to use your hands, and I'm going to get the SCOBY out. So here we are. Oh, look at that. Cool. All righty. I think that is it. No, there's another layer way down there. So let me get a spoon and give that a stir. Remember, I'm new to this. This is my kit from Craft to Brew. So it says everything made at home easily. So that's what I'm. Oh yeah, look at, there's the rest of it. Oh, it is very fizzy. Good. So there's my SCOBY, which I'm going to put in a jar because I can make another batch anywhere from today to 4 weeks. So I'll probably leave it. I won't do it today, but I will do it again soon if I like it. So we are also going to save 2 cups of the tea, because that's what I need to start a new brew. So let's just put that in a jar. So I'm going to measure out 2 cups. So there's my 2 cups to start a new batch, and my SCOBY. I'm going to put those aside. Okay. So next, I need to fill my bottles. So first of all, I have to put the flavoring in. And right here, I have 12 melted cubes of blackberry juice that I did from blackberries that I picked last year. I froze them in ice cube trays, and there they are. So I'm going to divide this up between these 8 jars. I'm not sure exactly how many jars I'm going to be able to fill, because of course I haven't done this before. Now, I got the case of jars as well. So you can buy the jars. And by the way, if you decide you want to try this, you can order online, craftabrew.com. And if you put in my code at West Coast, it's a GMA, which stands for grandma, West Coast GMA, it's 10% off. So there you go. You could try it yourself, because I think this kit is very cool. I just totally love the bottles, and I love my jar that I'm fermenting in, and everything was in the kit. So there we are. So it's about 1.5 ice cubes per jar, or per bottle. There we are. And like I say, it's pure blackberry juice. Alrighty. So now I'm going to pour my kombucha in. And again, I'm not sure how far I'm going to get, because I've never done this before. And it said to leave it 1 inch from the top. There. It says 3 to 5 days. I'm going to put the caps on, store it again. Here we are. And this was the last of the syrup. I don't want to, oh, actually, I will keep this syrup and put it in a smoothie tomorrow morning. So I think that's going to be good. So I have 6 jars, and I'm going to get the lids and put these on. And I think I'm just going to store them probably for 3 days. Then I'm going to burp them, because they already are fizzy. And I know from making kefir, you don't want to leave things too long if they're already pretty active, because they don't explode. Although I did have one bottle explode. It was an oil bottle that I got at Costco with a flip top, and the thing exploded in my pantry. So don't use cheap bottles. Get the proper thing. These are the proper thing. So there we go. I will come back in 3 days, and I'm going to film burping this, and then it will go in the fridge and we can drink it. So we'll see. Come back in 3 days. We'll let you know how it is. Welcome back to West Coast Grandma. Well, we're finally done the kombucha. It's been sitting for 4 days in these little jars. They said anywhere from 3 to 5 days. This is 4 days. So actually, I opened one. I was afraid it was going to explode on film, but it didn't. So anyway, I'm going to pour some and let you see how it looks. Oh, it's fizzing nicely. So there it is. Now this kombucha, I had said it was blackberry juice, but actually when I looked at my bag, it was actually black currant juice. So if you know Ribena, tastes a lot like Ribena. It's really delicious. Yeah, it's really delicious. I'm definitely going to make another batch. I kept my 2 cups and my SCOBY. It's all in the little information booklet here, and how to start another batch, because now I have everything. So I think this is a great little kit. And when I looked online, they've got all kinds of kits too for making, beer, wine, most anything that you can make at home in a kit. So it is, again, called craftabrew.com. And if you use my code West Coast Grandma, which is West Coast GMA, and you'll get a 10% discount on your first order. So I think that is a great thing. I hope you'll give it a try. And I'm going to pop these all into the fridge. And I just bought myself some organic black tea bags. It takes 6 tea bags, and I'm going to start another batch because it really is good. So hope you've enjoyed. Hope you'll maybe consider giving it a try. It's definitely easy, and it's a great alternative for a nice fizzy drink with no sugar. So check it out and hope you've enjoyed. West Coast Grandma is signing out.